In this question, we're asked to distinguish elements and compounds. And the periodic table is a listing of all elements known to man, and there are approximately 110 of them on the periodic table. A compound is two or more elements combined together. So every physical thing you've ever seen is made out of these 110 elements, but different combinations of these elements lead to different compounds and different substances, and there's certainly more than 110 substances probably in your current field of vision. So if you look at, for example, the vast number of compounds that carbon can form, that gets its whole field of chemistry called organic chemistry, which is different combinations of carbon molecules. So in this case, what we want to look at is just distinguishing elements and compounds. So first, elements. So some elements are straightforward, like copper or carbon or iron. But there are also 7 diatomic elements. I'm not going to list them all here, but you will eventually get to that, such as O2 or N2, which are found in the air. The oxygen is what we're breathing, and about 78% of the air is nitrogen. These are also considered elements, even though there is a covalent bond, or in this case a double, in this case a triple covalent bond between them, because they are diatomic elements. Then there are compounds, which are two or more elements. A classic example would be water. It has 2 hydrogens and an oxygen. That's a compound. Or carbon dioxide, CO2. And of course, there are an infinite number of other compounds as well. So I'm going to try to do this using the black and white printer because I don't have a color printer to explain what's going on. But in this case, this is a diatomic element. On my computer screen, both of these little balls appear as blue. So they're the same one. So this is a diatomic element. In this case, we just have individual atoms, which could be something like copper or iron or whatever, but this is an element as well. In this case, on the color screen, the element in the middle is gray and on the outside are red. This is a compound because it's 2 or more elements. In this case, the gray element and the red elements. This would be similar to water if oxygen were gray and hydrogen were red. And then finally, we have another diatomic element here because both of these atoms are the same color. In this case, they're both red. So it is a little bit hard to see here, but the difference between elements and compounds has been discussed. One thing to remember is diatomics are considered as elements and are not considered as compounds, even though there's 2 atoms connected together.